name is Charles Blevins. Today I'm going to talk to you about sensation that is created from your senses that leads to emotions. What do I mean by this? Well, only in a human form can I taste a hamburger. The picking up of the hamburger that's juicy and greasy, and the grease is flowing around the hands and dropping on the plate, biting into it, the mess that drops on the clothing, the sensations that go off inside the mouth, that spark things in the brain, that create emotions of satisfaction and happiness and joyness, the feeling of being satisfied in the stomach. I can experience all that in a human form. But as a spiritual being on the other side, I can't experience the dripping and the emotions that come from that, and the feeling of the grease sliding along my hand, and the dropping, the messiness on my shirt, and the taste in my mouth, and that sparks beautiful emotions in my head that leads to a satisfaction in my stomach. I can't feel that on the other side. Let me give you another example. When you have raw, passionate, loving, lustful sex, the feeling of the other person's body who wants you just as bad as you want them, the feeling of the two bodies coming together, that sensation that goes through your whole entire body, that sparks things in the brain, that creates all that lustfulness, that passion, that love in that moment with the other person. I can't feel that on the other side. Let me give you another example. Rappelling on the side of a mountain, 200 feet off the ground. Only a rope and your body, the strength of your body, is keeping you from falling and plunging to your death. You tie that rope off around your waist, you turn around, and you're on the side of that cliff, just hanging there, just looking. The sensations that come over your body of, should I pee my pants because I'm getting ready to fall to my death if that rope breaks? And then the clarity and the sensation of the awe that comes through you as you look over everything, as you're towering there, dangling by your life, but yet you see the beauty of everything that's in front of you, that's below you. I can't experience that on the other side. One last example. I can't experience the pain, the anguish of preparing to go swim or run a race or be in a race of weights. I can't experience the pain and the anguish the body goes through to prepare for those races, those experiences on the other side. In other words, the picking up of the weights and the straining of the muscles and the sweat that comes down the body and all the tiredness and the aches in the body at night and the diets you go on, and I can't have that experience on the other side. I can't have that experience of what it means to go out and run a race or swim or do an event of weightlifting or some other physical event where you gave it your all, you practiced, you prepared for it, and people recognize how hard you dedicated towards that, and that feeling and emotion and sensation that comes over your body that realization, I can't experience that on the other side. But in human form, what I can't experience is what's on the other side. And let me explain. On the other side, when I talk about love, there is nothing in this world that can compare to the amount of love that I can feel from a spiritual standpoint. Nothing. There is nothing in this world that I can describe that love that I can feel on the other side. You can take every mother and the love that a mother has for their child and combine all of it together, and you still could not obtain the love that you can feel from the other side. At the same token, you can take all the pain that you feel in this lifetime, all the pain and sadness and anger and hatred and evil, and you can't compare it to the other side. There's certain things that I can feel in this body that I can't create and feel that same feeling of sensation on the other side. I can feel the emotion of these events on the other side, but I can't feel the sensation that a body provides. These basic 5 senses create such wonderful sensations in the body that we use all the time, that create and make our emotions explode within us, that are passionate, loving, scary, hate, tranquil, chaotic. The body sensation system can create some wonderful emotions, good, bad, different, ugly, tranquil, peaceful, blissful, that I can't achieve on the other side. At the same token, there are certain sensations of emotions that are on the other side that I can't create here. So what I try to explain to people, what I am trying to explain is this. I have a short time frame on this earth, in this human body, and that's fine for me. But while I'm here in this human body for that short time frame, knowing that there are certain sensations that I can't feel on the other side, that I can only feel in a human body, makes me wonder, what would I do? What would I do with that knowledge? And this is my answer to that question. Every experience that steps in my path, I take. I take the experience for what it is. I do not put my intent on the experience, what I expect out of the experience. I take the experience. I live that experience, and I live it to my maximum, or my fullest. Good, bad, or indifferent, whatever sensations that create emotions in my body is what it creates. It is what it is, and I take it for what it is and what it provided for me. I keep that with me. I reflect back on it for the good and the bad. I continue on my path. The next experience that comes, I take it Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, I take it. The only experiences that I try to avoid that come across my path are experiences that will hurt someone else. It doesn't mean that I'm not hurting other people's emotions. I don't want to physically cause them pain. I do not want to take someone else's life to have my experience. I don't want to. It doesn't mean that something isn't going to happen in the future that I can live up to that. But today I can. And today, this is where I stand. And even if something happened tomorrow, I would still take the same position. Even though circumstances may not allow me to. And those are two different things. Our sensations in the human body are meant to be used. We are meant to have those sensations. Just like when we're on the other side, we can feel the love and blissfulness that I can't even explain here to you. And I don't want to start to try to even explain it, because I'm going to screw it all up. But I can explain to you the sensations that I can feel having that greasy, juicy hamburger, having that raw, passionate love, being on the side of that mountain cliff, looking 200 feet down, what it means to prepare to run an athletic race. I can't explain those, the pains, the suffering, what it means to have a child, what it means to have all those feelings running through you. I can't explain those to you, but I don't want to. What I want to tell you is this. We're here for a short time. So live each experience that comes in front of your path. Take the ride. Plunge into it. Don't put your intent into it. Just live it to your maximum. That is different than when you go to seek an experience. Seeking an experience is a completely different subject and can lead to chaos, because you're enforcing or trying to make it happen. And that's different than just living the experience. Remember this, you're here for a very short time, so live every day as if it's your last, while keeping in mind that you may be alive tomorrow. Take every experience that comes in your path that you can. Use those experiences, enjoy those experiences, no matter what emotions may come. My name is Charles Blevins.